Anthony Hartwig here with you, and we are going all the way up to Jefferson for a player profile in the softball program. We're talking to freshman Elena Barress, who has just had a spectacular start to her career this season so far. Elena, thanks so much for coming on and talking to us.
Yeah, I mean,
So it's not easy to kind of make an impact right away. Talk about what that's been like for you so far this year.
it's been really cool. I mean, I've worked really hard on the off season because I'm coming off of like a hard type of injury, and I've just really put a lot of effort in and a lot of work in, like in the off season, in the open gyms, showing up. And I think it's like showing.
Well, so not only are you coming just a normal jump from being a middle schooler to a high schooler, but you're coming off an injury too. Talk about that and trying to get through that to get ready for high school season. I mean, that must have been a little bit of a form of adversity that you had to get through right away.
Yeah, it was definitely hard because I've never been out of this sport for 6 months. Like that was definitely hard to overcome. But I just really focused on getting back and getting stronger with physical therapy and just working really hard once got the oh my gosh, once I got the full go. And um yeah, ever since then I've just been 100% working really hard, like doing my best.
If we took you back like 6 months ago and we told you like what numbers you were going to put up to this point, would that surpass way your expectations of how the season was going to go, or was this some of the realistic goals that you set for yourself?
I feel like this was some of the realistic goals I had set for myself, but I definitely think I would have been not surprised, just I don't know. I don't think I would have been this far like throughout the season.
I'm sure this team, the culture, and the upperclassmen have made it really easy to seamlessly come in as a freshman. Talk about them and how much they've made it easier for you.
Yeah, definitely every single one of them has a big role in this, and especially Allie Hill. She's a huge role model for me, and so is Morelia. I just look up to them and I look up to how they play and how they react to stuff, and I play off of that. And every single person on the team is great, and they make it definitely a lot more fun and easier just to have fun.
For you, what has been the biggest jump between playing softball before high school and now high school varsity level softball?
Definitely just the all go every single day. Like there's like no stop. It's like 7 days a week, pretty much. Having more than one game a week, like 4 or 5 days a week. I've never really played that many games, 7 inning games ever, and that's definitely been the biggest like jump.
This season, we hope that we can play 7 games in 7 days, but the weather has not cooperated at all. What's
Yes.
it been like kind of navigating that, trying to stay engaged with, you might have a game this day, you might not. What's that been like for you?
Um, it's been alright because like I feel like with our field, we've definitely played more games than other people like other teams have. But if one game gets canceled, we usually get another game tried to reschedule like the next day or a couple days after. So I feel like it's been kind of consistent.
All right, with you doing what you're doing on the field as a freshman, one of the things I want to ask, of course, is just what's the school life been like? Because it's not just a jump from the softball side of things; it's also a jump from middle school to high school, and you seem to be handling it pretty well. So, what's that jump been like for you in the classroom?
I think it's been pretty good. I mean, I try to keep up with my grades, especially with like having practice every day or a game every other day. Like um I definitely try to keep up with those, and I feel like it's been pretty good. Everyone's really supportive with stuff like that.
I asked you what the biggest jump was on the softball field. What's the biggest jump you think from the schoolwork side of things from eighth grade to freshman year?
Definitely, I would say like the amount of work you have and the difficulty in things, it's definitely like increased, but that's just like known.
Here you are. You're almost done with your first year in school. What's been your favorite subject so far?
Um, Honestly, probably math because I think it's probably like I don't know. I think it's just probably my best class so far.
And then what about I don't want to say least favorite because I don't want to throw any teachers under the bus or anything, but the hardest one, the one that really made you really grind to get the grade that you got.
Probably honors history. Definitely one of the harder ones that I've taken this year.
Oh my gosh, so you're kicking butt in athletics, you're taking honors classes. What else is there to do to excel in your freshman season? This is incredible. That makes me wonder how you juggle everything. I mean, you have to put so much time just in the softball to be as good as you are, but you're also putting so much time into not just classes but honors classes. How do you kind of juggle it all? What are some of your routines or time management, um, skills that you have to keep it all in the air at once?
I definitely use my time wisely in classes so I get my work done so I don't have homework after school. And if I do have homework, I just go to practice or I go to games and then I just get it done that night. And then I make sure everything's ready for the next day so I'm not running behind in anything.
So you sound like you are not a procrastinator at all, right?
It depends.
What's the thing that you procrastinate the most about?
Probably about getting up and getting ready.
Sleep is good. Don't waste it. What are some things you like to do pre-game to kind of get yourself in that right mental zone and get yourself locked in?
I definitely listen to music and I braid my hair. Like every game, I have to braid my hair, and I just think that like sets me up for a game.
It's a perfect segue because I want to ask you about the superstitions. Do you have any like routines that you stick to because they're a superstition?
I definitely do. I always have to have like two French braids at the top of my head, and then it has to be in some type of bubble or braid at the end. That's definitely, and I always have to like flip my batting gloves like 3 times before I step in the box.
Now, how long has that been the go-to hairstyle for you on the softball diamond? Has it been a while, or did you kind of adopt it this year?
No, it's definitely been a while. Like since like 10U, my older sister would braid my hair, and then I just learned, and it's been like that.
So it's been a tradition, the same thing since 10U, and it's working really well. What are some other things that you do during a game to keep yourself mentally locked in? Because we know softball is such a mental sport. You can have a day where you're not maybe hitting the ball well, and then the next day you can go 4 for 4. What keeps you locked in and motivated during the hills and valleys of softball?
Definitely the people around me. I can talk to the girls on the team. They get me back to where I need to go if a mistake happens or I have a bad at bat. They definitely keep me in check. Also, just like having self confidence and knowing that I know what I can do and how to fix what I did wrong, and just going to the next play and just shaking it off because you can't do anything about the last play.
You talked a little earlier about how these seniors, especially Allie Hill, was one of your role models when it comes to softball and has taught you so much this first year on varsity. Who are some of your other role models in life that you kind of go to when you need some advice and you need some pick me up?
Definitely coaches like Nick or my dad. He's been a really good coach throughout the whole like throughout my whole years of playing softball, and especially my older sister. I've looked up to her since I was a kid, and she just means a lot to me, and she really helps me like get through stuff when I need to get through it.
You talked about your dad being a coach to you. That's not alone in the softball world. I feel like a lot of softball players have that relationship with their dad. What's it been like from your perspective to kind of go on this journey with him as a coach to you and help have him help you grow as a softball player?
It's definitely been really special because having a freshman year in like a high school season where he can be a part of it when he used to coach me when I was a kid, it's definitely something that's like really memorable and special. But he's also expects a lot from me, and which is a good thing. And I just want to make him proud and make everyone proud.
He gets a chance to evaluate you as a lot as a coach. So I'm gonna give you the chance to evaluate him a little bit here. How well does he manage the balance between dad and coach? Does he turn it off and on really well, or does he struggle with it?
Oh, he definitely turns it on off and on really well. Like when we're on the field, he's all coach. Like obviously he's my dad, but he's definitely a coach for sure.
And then let's not leave your mom out. I'm sure there has to be a buffer there sometimes between coach and player. What's that like? What's the relationship with her?
My relationship with my mom is really good. She's always there when I need her. She's always at the games. She tries to come straight from work, and if she can't, it's always on Game Changer. And every day I get a good luck text or oh my gosh, great hit, or what an amazing play after the game. So I just know like she's there when I need her.
So since this is your first, year in this program, you've been able to experience what makes it so special. From your perspective, what is so special about the Jefferson softball program, and what helps this team succeed?
Definitely the work that we have put in from like even throughout the winter, and just the coaches and the girls, like everyone is so supportive, and there's not, I feel like there's really good chemistry on the team. Like there's not like cliques or anything. Like we all just blend really well, and when we're on the field we're like a family.
My last question for you, since you've gone through almost a complete freshman season next year for the freshmen coming up, what's some advice that you'll give them on how to succeed and navigate a freshman season of softball?
Definitely look up to older people, like the older girls on the team, and just pay attention and put the work in, because it will really pay off through like the actual season.
All right, Elena, we end this player profile the same way we do every single time. We want to give you the chance to take the limelight off yourself a little bit and shine on the people in your life that really mean the most to you, that support you all the time, that you wouldn't be where you are without. So I want to give you as much time as you want to kind of give out some thank yous and some flowers to some people in your life that you think really deserve it.
Okay, well, I want to say thank you to all my family, and especially my dad, because he's been there through coaching me through like since I was little. I definitely want to say thank you to Nick Price, because this season is the first season he's ever really coached me, but I definitely, he's one of like, he's a really good coach, and he pushes me through things and makes me mentally tough, and I really appreciate that. And I also want to say thank you to my travel coaches, Coach Vic and Sam, because these past 2 years on my travel team have been so great. They're really supportive, and they're genuinely just like one of the best coaches I've ever had. And I really appreciate everything they've done.
Elena, we want to thank you for coming on, talking to us about your freshman year. We've loved watching you play all season. We will continue to cover you throughout your whole career. We wish you the best of luck, and we can't wait to talk to you real soon.
Thank you.